So, what exactly does a high-fashion runway have in common with a steel-caged wrestling ring? Turns out, a lot more than you'd think. For decades, the worlds of glamour and grappling have collided to create some of the most iconic superstars in WWE history. But we're not just talking about trading in pretty dresses for championship belts. We're talking about the grind, the grit, and the sheer guts it takes to pull off one of the most shocking career changes in all of sports entertainment. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the WWE superstars who made that unbelievable leap. They swapped the catwalk for the clothesline to become the most stunning and toughest surprises the WWE has ever seen. These are the women who proved that beauty isn't a weakness. It's just another weapon in their arsenal. So, let's get to it. This is From Runway to Ring, WWE's sexiest surprise yet. The countdown begins. Carmella kicking things off at number 10 is the Princess of Staten Island herself, Carmella. Long before she was moonwalking and trash-talking her way to the top of WWE, Leah Van Dale was already a pro at performing for massive crowds. She was a cheerleader for the New England Patriots for 3 seasons, and then became a Laker girl for the 2010 to 2011 season. That background in dance and high-stakes performance gave her a unique swagger that most rookies can only dream of. When she first showed up in NXT, she was playing hairdresser for Enzo and Cass, but it didn't take long for her star power to become impossible to ignore. Mella's jump from the sidelines to the spotlight felt almost effortless. She became the first ever women's Money in the Bank winner, a SmackDown Women's Champion, and a Women's Tag Team Champion. Carmella proved that whether she's on the court or in the ring, she knows how to be fabulous. Stacy Keibler. Coming in at number 9, we've got the woman whose legs were so famous they deserved their own zip code, Stacy Keibler. Before she was known as the Duchess of Dudleyville, Stacy was a model and dancer from a young age, even winning the Miss Maryland preteen title. She was also a cheerleader for the NFL's Baltimore Ravens before she ever thought about stepping into a wrestling ring. Her big break came when she won a contest to become one of WCW's famous dance troupe, the Nitro Girls. But Stacy was destined for more than just dancing on the sidelines. As Miss Hancock in WCW and later just Stacy Keibler in WWE, she used her incredible athleticism and girl-next-door charm to become a massive fan favorite. While she never held a championship, her impact was undeniable, managing iconic teams like the Dudley Boys and Test and Scott Steiner. Stacy wasn't just a pretty face. She was a key player who brought a dose of mainstream model appeal to the attitude and ruthless aggression eras. Eva Marie. At number 8, we have one of the most talked about, and let's be honest, controversial entries on this list. The flame-haired, all-red everything herself, Eva Marie. Before she became the superstar fans absolutely love to hate, Eva Marie was chasing a career in modeling and acting in LA after getting a degree in business management. She landed on magazine covers for publications like Ruckus and Glam Fit magazine and won the 2012 PowerTech model competition. WWE found her at a casting call in 2013 and almost immediately threw her onto the reality show Total Divas. Her journey was totally unique because she was learning how to wrestle right in front of the world, facing a ton of pressure and criticism. Her in-ring career was a story of stops and starts, but her run in NXT generated some of the loudest reactions on the show, good and bad. Eva Marie is the perfect example of the model-to-wrestler experiment, a woman who brought unmatched glamour and pure heat, proving that sometimes just getting a reaction is the most important part of the job. Mandy Rose. Breaking into our number 7 spot is God's greatest creation, Mandy Rose. Mandy's road to WWE was paved in the ultra-competitive world of fitness and bodybuilding. She took first place at the World Bodybuilding Fitness and Fashion Boston show in 2013 and was crowned the 2014 World Beauty Fitness and Fashion Bikini Champion. Her incredible physique and obvious marketability were impossible to overlook. That success led her straight to the 2015 season of WWE's reality show, Tough Enough, where she finished as the runner-up. WWE wisely signed her anyway, seeing her massive potential. After a solid run on the main roster with teams like Absolution and Fire and Desire, Mandy's career absolutely exploded when she went back to NXT. She reinvented her look and her attitude, becoming the dominant leader of Toxic Attraction and holding the NXT Women's Championship for a staggering 413 days. Mandy Rose didn't just walk from the fitness stage to the wrestling ring. She evolved, proving she had all the substance and star power needed to back up the style. The icons of glamour and grappling, Sable. At number 6, it's the woman who practically wrote the definition of a diva in the Attitude Era, Sable. Before becoming one of the most famous faces in pro wrestling, Rena Mero was a successful model, working for huge brands like L'Oreal, Pepsi, and Guess Jeans. Her life changed forever when she went with her then-husband, Mark Mero, to a meeting with the WWF, and they basically hired her on the spot. She debuted at WrestleMania 2 as a valet for Hunter Hearst Helmsley, but her popularity quickly shot through the roof, eclipsing pretty much everyone around her. Sable became a true phenomenon. She was a pop culture icon whose April 1999 Playboy cover became one of the best-selling issues in the magazine's history. And in the ring, she became the second-ever WWF Women's Champion when the title was brought back, feuding with rivals like Luna Vachon and Jacqueline. Sable was a trailblazer who brought a level of mainstream sex appeal and star power to the women's division that nobody had ever seen before. Jade Cargill. Crashing into our top 5 is the most recent and maybe the most physically dominant example on our list, the powerhouse Jade Cargill. Before she was an unstoppable force in the ring, Cargill was a star athlete and a serious student. She was a standout basketball player at Jacksonville University, where she also earned a master's degree in child psychology. While pursuing her education, she also kicked off a modeling career, using her incredible physique and striking presence to her advantage. When she finally decided to give wrestling a shot, her rise was meteoric. After being trained by some of the best in the business, she debuted in AEW and became the first-ever TBS champion, holding the title for an undefeated 508 days. Her high-profile jump to WWE in 2024 sent shockwaves through the entire industry. Jade Cargill represents the next evolution of this story, a world-class athlete with a high-fashion look who blends overwhelming power with undeniable charisma. She's a force of nature in every sense of the word. Maurice. Our number 4 spot goes to the absolute epitome of French-Canadian glamour, the sexiest of the sexy, Maryse. Years before she was stunning WWE audiences with that signature hair flip, Maryse Ouellet was a powerhouse in the pageant world. She won Miss Hawaiian Tropic Canada in 2003 and was the runner-up in the international finals the next year. This success launched a modeling career, which even included an appearance in a Playboy special edition. She auditioned for the 2006 WWE Diva Search, and even though she didn't win, the company saw her star potential and signed her to a developmental deal. Smart move. Maryse quickly developed this captivating persona that was equal parts arrogance and glamour, and she went on to become the first-ever 2-time WWE Divas champion. Beyond the ring, she's become a mainstream star next to her husband, The Miz. On their reality show, Ms. and Mrs. Maryse perfectly translated her pageant poise into a character that was both beautiful and cunning, making her one of the most successful personalities of the Divas era. All right, we are getting down to the absolute titans of the industry. Before we reveal our top 3, drop a comment and let us know who you think deserves that number 1 spot. Is it someone we've already covered, or is there a dark horse we totally missed? And while you're down there, do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss another countdown. The pinnacle of the runway to ring transformation, the Bella Twins. Taking the number 3 spot is a package deal that completely changed the game, Nikki and Brie Bella. Before Brie Mode and Fearless Nikki were household phrases, the Garcia twins moved to LA to chase their dreams of stardom. They tried out for the 2006 WWE Diva search, but didn't make the final cut. But their unique appeal as identical twins was just too good for WWE to pass up, and they got a developmental deal soon after. They were first introduced with their classic twin magic, but they quickly proved they were so much more. Brie became a Divas champion, but it was Nikki who would go on to have a record-breaking 301-day reign with that title, cementing her place in history. Their impact went way beyond the ring. Through the reality shows Total Divas and Total Bellas, they built a massive business empire, becoming entrepreneurs, executive producers, and legitimate mainstream celebrities. The Bella twins didn't just follow the model-to-wrestler path. They blazed a brand new trail, proving the ring could be a launchpad for an entire brand. It's no wonder they're in the WWE Hall of Fame. Eva Marie. Wait a minute. Eva Marie again? You better believe it. Her spot at number 8 was for her journey as a model who became a wrestler. Her spot here at number 2 is for the sheer, unadulterated shock and surprise factor, the very heart of this countdown. No superstar in the modern era embodies the sexy surprise quite like Eva Marie. When she first showed up in 2013, she was, by her own admission, a model, not a wrestler. And that fact became the core of her entire character. WWE leaned right into what the audience thought of her. Her entrances were over the top, her persona was dripping with unearned confidence, and the crowd's reaction was absolutely nuclear. Every single time she seemed ready for a match, something would conveniently happen. A wardrobe malfunction, getting stuck in traffic, a sudden injury, all perfectly designed to infuriate the audience and build incredible heat. Eva Marie's entire career was a masterclass in getting under people's skin. A continuous, glamorous surprise that proved you don't have to be a technical genius to be an unforgettable sports entertainer. She was the ultimate surprise package that fans just couldn't look away from. And at the number 1 spot, who else could it be? It's the undisputed blueprint for this career path, the diva of the decade, the Hall of Famer, Trish Stratus. Before she was delivering stratisfaction to millions, Patricia Strategaius was one of the top fitness models of her era. She was on the cover of countless magazines, and her work eventually caught the eye of the WWF, who were searching for their next generation of female stars. When she debuted in 2000, she started as a manager for the tag team TNA, fitting right into the risque storylines of the Attitude Era. But Trish wanted more. She dedicated herself to becoming a real in-ring competitor, training relentlessly to get better. And wow, did she ever. Trish Stratus evolved from a valet into one of the greatest women to ever step foot in a WWE ring, capturing the original WWE Women's Championship a record-setting 7 times. Her journey from a fitness model to a revered wrestling icon is the gold standard. She brought the glamour, but she earned the respect, forever changing what a woman in WWE could achieve. From fitness stages to the grandest stage of them all, these women completely redefined what it means to be a WWE superstar. They brought beauty, they brought brains, and they brought a level of toughness that nobody saw coming.